Three, two, one. We're back. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting race tonight. I feel like whoever has the pole, which I backed out. I have to get back in real fast so we can look at it. You can tell him. Go ahead. And these guys are about to get this going. So once they start it, we'll back out and we'll get the broadcast going for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy the showcase. Hold on. They're saying Awesome didn't get a second invite, so he said something happened to him. Yeah, have him join. Yeah, perfect timing. Because I'm gonna be in the background, so All right. Just making sure that we got everybody in. Guys, thank you for watching. The 5 people. We will be starting this race real soon. We're just waiting for 2 people, and then we start. So. What's going on, Croc? I got it.
All right, awesome. I'm thinking for this showcase, I'm expecting to see lots of good racing. I'm expecting to see people be aggressive as well. You know, trying to show us what they can do. Try to race as clean as possible as well. You know, put a good show forward.
Telling us to join now, so.
All right. Alright, should be loading in right now.
Same here. This race is about to start. Yep. We're about to go green here in a few seconds, guys. We're green. Elijah Fisher takes the lead from Brennator.
I'm loading in right now. I can't see a thing yet, but
it's okay. You got the 43 falling backwards. You also got Justin Oros moving up. He's right now in 3rd place. Low minimums 4th. And a battle for 5th between Chef Dave and Brennator. Go ahead, Croc.
Yeah, so it looks like right now the Highland is not working for Brennator as he is slowly but surely falling back into the clutches of Ace Strikes at the moment. Wow, we have plenty of battles going on around the field. Looks like the 1 is trying to make a move down the back on the 11.
There's a wreck in the backstretch between the 19 to 53.
Yeah, look. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. It looks like the 43 is making a move on the 22. as the double zero is finally gathered back up and is trying to work with them to try to move forward. Oh, the 43 is making a move, however.
43
this is all heating up at
43 is looking really good right now, but back up front you got a 4-card battle still between the 11-1, the 20, and the 16 battling it hard. 2 wide between the 1 and the 16.
It looks like the more battling we have, the closer the second group is going to be able to close, as it looks like the second group is forming as of right now to try to close on the top 4. Exactly. So as of right now, it looks like they're starting to calm down a little bit at the front 4. As I say, it looks like the 1's trying to make a move on the outside going into 1. With the help from the 16, will they work together?
Nope.
Ooh, the 11 card got the Roy. Looks like he was able to clear him going down the back straightaways. It looks like there's lots of action going on in the second group.
The second group, you're good. I was about to say the second group's looking like it's starting to come in a little bit. These tires are starting to wear where the second group is starting to work in, so.
I think as of right now, I feel like the top 4 until he gets settled down, I feel like they've been racing a little bit too hard for my liking. That it's not allowing them to separate themselves as well from the first group. As it looks like they're trying to make a move again, they're not really working together. Right.
Yeah.
As you know from experience, it seems like if you work together, you can really pull away at this track if you work right.
Yeah, these two are battling hard for the lead. Ruger's looking like he wants to get that lead, but Elijah's pinching him down a little too much. Oh, they touch.
Woo, things are really heating up here at the front. Oh my goodness. Exactly. All this battling is allowing the 43 to close, but everybody behind him isn't coming either because they're battling as well. Oh! That was close call right there. Looks like the 11's gonna be able to make a run on the outside on the 1 and the 16. Does he have no man? Where will the 43 go when he gets there? Oh, the 11 finally clears the 1. My bad, Kyle Wilfred, taking it away.
They're racing hard, and you see the 43 in the grass over here.
Ooh, that was almost terrifying for the top 4. That might do it. Oh, they're going 3 wide behind us.
They're racing hard. They know what is up for
Yeah, Motorsport Games was in 3 wide with the 24 and 18. Looks like they're doing it again. 18's in the wall. The 24 is the biggest loser as he lost not only the 2 spots, but then he also lost a spot to the 22 as Chef Dave as well.
Yeah, I'm checking out the back of the pack as I see still the other 5 cars between the 30, the 18, the 22, the 14, and 24. They started spreading out, and now they're racing clean and smart. Before, like you guys said, they were racing really tough, and you almost saw them wreck. Back to Hughes.
Exactly. It looked like the 20 got a run on the 43 and the 16, got around the 43, and it left the 43 in a position where he has to work with the 20 to get by the 16. The 16 is trying to pinch the 43 down. While all this is happening, the 1 and the 11 aren't really battling as much right now. If they don't settle things down, it might become a 2-car breakaway. I have to go back to Hughes. And
this could definitely be costly, but as you see, the 16 and 43 right now are side by side. It's with 11 in front. It's 2 by 2 for 3rd and 5th. It's still anybody's race. Go to Croc.
yeah, exactly. It looks like the 16 is really trying to make the outside line work. That second group, oh, the 43 making it 3 wide with the 20 car in the middle, and actually lost the 16's momentum entirely.
Yeah, I'm back here looking at a couple of these drivers that are just trying to log laps. Like, for example, Front Row Joe, he's just back here just trying to make sure he can be in this race on the 21st. And then you go a little more up. AJ is just right behind Motorsports and just racing his race and biding his time because they still got a long time to go. Back to Hughes.
As expected, as I predicted earlier, the battling that they had until they get single file, it's really allowed the 11 car to showcase how good his car actually is, as the 4 cars behind him are trying their best now to finally work together as they realize what was going on and are trying to close back on this 11 car. And it looks like there's not really many battles going on in the field at the moment, with the exception of this top 5.
Yeah, the top 5. Yeah, definitely seems like he lagged out, unfortunately. It sucks, but hey, at least he knows he has a decent enough car to race. Whoa!
The 43! Oh, while you guys are talking about that, there's a change for 3rd as the 43 got a massive run and decided to use it against the 20 instead of helping the 4 cars get up to the front.
Yeah, I've been noticing that before. I think Brandon Nader needed to just calm down a little bit. He hasn't raced this in any of the Heat 5 series at all, so he had to get his feet back into it, and now he looks like he's back to where he was when he was racing on this game. So back to you, Dale.
As you guys were talking about that, the 43 slipped up and the 16 got a massive run. He's trying to use it on the bottom as the 20 is deciding where to go. Looks like he's going to follow the 16 as it shuffles Brandon from 3rd, possibly all the way back to 5th. No, however, the 20 was not able to clear him, and now they go fall single file yet again as the 43 is again being aggressive.
Yeah, these guys. Whoa, that was contact between the 16 and the 1. But
yeah, they're
they're
definitely getting aggressive.
They're getting aggressive. The tires are starting to fall off. Remember, it's 2 times wear here. So, and look, speaking of that.
Speaking of that, yeah, exactly. 43 is deciding to short pit to get away from the top 4, and possibly short pit to try to get ahead of the 11 as well.
Whoa.
Yeah, I feel like he's doing this because I think he senses that he's faster than the guys he's around, so he's trying to short pit to try to get that advantage.
We're going to stay on with the guys up front because these guys are battling hard trying to get back to Falcon. I feel like they can get there, but they have to take their time and work together.
Yeah, all this working against each other is only allowing the 11 to just bide his time, allow himself to not wear his tires out as much as they are fighting, and just keep a steady gap at this point.
Oh, we definitely will. And like I said, you can tell now as the race goes longer, these guys are definitely using their tires more, and the tire degradation is getting more and more to a point where these guys are not going to want to drive any longer with these tires. So
exactly. As of right now, it looks like the 43 is all by himself, which actually is probably the best thing for him right now, as it allows him to log off the fastest laps he can, as it looks like he's closing on the 14. As you're talking, Elijah Fisher takes a cue from the 43 as he pits, as he's coming down pit road right now, as the top 3 all stay out, but it looks like the 1 car as well wants to pit. I'm not sure about the 16, the 20, however. Oh, and the 20! Wow, and the lap car in front, but I thought that was going to be a little bit of an issue, but it looks like it was fine, as the top 3 all pit together. Wow, the 43 got a massive front. He's actually going to get by the 11 car here. I'm not sure. Oh wow, it looks like oh, and the 24 hit the 1 car as well. I'm not sure if that'll affect them on the exit at all, but it looks like he came out ahead of the 11 and is leading. But it looked like the 11 is actually the biggest loser here, as the 3 cars behind him are actually a little bit closer.
yeah, these guys look like they're definitely now spread out a little more. You could tell by how Brandon Nader pitted, and after that, with the 16 still on a little bit of the tail of the 11. I think these guys are still going to battle it for second right now until they start catching up to Brennator. Go ahead.
It looked like to me that the 1 car is the biggest loser along with the 20 here, and the biggest winner out of the whole pit stop cycle was in fact the 16, as he had a fantastic entry and a fantastic in-lap to actually close the gap on the 11, even though the 11 had an extra lap.
Yeah, anything can happen. As you see with what I'm on right now is the 20-1 battle. They're battling back and forth. If they don't work together, and the 20 just hit the wall there, but if they don't work together, I do feel like these guys are start pulling away. So they have to work together to continue to catch up to the 11, the 16, and the 43. Over to you guys.
Yep. As expected, like the early pit stop really did showcase how good the 43's car actually is, as it allowed him to actually cycle to the lead ahead of the 11, while the 11 pitted and had an extra lap, and it looks like he lost an advantage over guys like the 16, but gained on the 20 and the 1. That was the thing that I was expecting earlier, was people working together, and eventually you get the result you want, as it allows the 11, the strongest car all day, to take the lead again, while it looks like the 16 wants to make a move. I just don't know if he's going to be able to because of how strong the 11 is. Exactly. I'm really expecting here the 16 car to chill out a little bit and just work with the 11, try to pull away from the 43 to keep the gap that they are creating on the 1 and the 20, but it doesn't look like that's what he wants.
It definitely doesn't, and you can see it from the 16. He really wants to get in front of the 11. He's pushing his car really hard, but oh, and there goes Brennator trying to go in the grass, but the 11 just is too fast right this second. If these two could work together, they could both pass the 11, but I see the 11 being really strong.
It really was, but as expected though, it did allow a gap to form a little bit between between the leader and the other two, as expected.
It's still anybody's race though, as you see. We're not even close to halfway, I don't think. But the biggest thing is these guys have to race smart. They have to stay together and not race each other, which they are right now. And that's helping the 1 get back up there.
Yes, it looks like the 16 is not done battling with the 43, but while he's doing so, it's really allowing the 11 car to pull a decent gap here. In all reality, it seems like what he's doing isn't really helping at all, and this is something to bear in mind as well for the actual race, how the draft plays a massive role, and if you can't work together, it's just going to allow that leader to pull away, as we're seeing.
Yeah, and one of the things too is lap traffic starting to be a factor. Here they trying to pass Joseph Pence right now in the 14. All they have to do is just be patient when they come to... Oh, Joseph hits the wall there. like I said, they just have to be very patient, get through the lap traffic because they can still be with the 11 right now.
My issue here that I'm seeing is that the 43 and the 16 battled too hard, and until they figure this out, I feel like it's just going to keep allowing the 11 to pull away, as it looks like they have, and they're starting to get a little bit, but the 1 has been able to close the gap ever so slightly to them.
Yeah, I feel like with Brandon Ayer doing that, I feel like the 1 and the 20 might try to do the same thing that Brandon Ayer did in the first round of pit stops. But they could change their situation by doing that. So if we see any of those 2 guys in the back do early pit stops, that could help their fortune to get in front of these 3.
I don't think it'll help them get in front of these 3 because the 43 only gained so much, and I feel like if anybody was to have to do it, it would have to be the 1. He seemed like he's in the best position to be able to get at least to the back of the 43 if he's short pit, but I don't know if he'd get in front of the 43. Whoa, there's contact!
Yeah, these guys are just racing really hard, and they know that the 11's just pulling away more and more and more. Hopefully, these guys start using their heads and start moving back to the 11, because the 11 looks like the best car today. Dale?
Exactly, but it looks like even though the 43 made contact with the 16, he didn't overall lose that much time as expected to the 11 cars. It looks like they've been closing the gap steadily. Exactly. It seems like they don't really realize what exactly they're dealing with, and by working as hard as they are, they're probably experiencing more tire wear than the 11, as you are noting, and it will allow later in the race the 11 car to actually maybe do something drastic to straight up take this race by the reins and just straight up win the race.
It's still anybody's race, though. Like we said, caution still could happen. The pit stops are still going to go on for at least a couple more. So they're still up.
Oh, 43 is going to pit!
He's pitting now. He's going in.
Will the 16 join him, or will he stay out for another lap? Oh! I don't know why he didn't run high. I would have ran high as soon as I saw that. It seemed like that probably was a mistake by the 16 and will lose some time overall. But I feel like the 43 being even closer than he was to the 11 last time will more likely get an even bigger lead this time.
Yeah, that's going to help him big time with pitting this early. We'll see how long the 11 might counteract. He might pit in like 2 laps to try to counteract that, because he wants to make sure that, you know, he's still close enough to the 43, but we will see.
Well, I'm on. Exactly. I'm also surprised that the 1 and the 20 didn't follow the 43 in that same lap, as they stayed out another lap or two at least. Like, I don't understand why at least they haven't pit.
Yeah, they should have pitted already if they wanted to be smart, but hey, that's their chance. I mean, that's their time. They want to stay out there and race more. They can, but I still feel like they should have pitted a little early.
It looks like the 11 is doing the exact opposite of 43. It does look like he... Oh, nope. Is he coming in or is he staying out? He's staying out again. Exactly. All this is doing is allowing him to create that bigger and bigger advantage the longer and longer these guys stay out. I don't understand why they're staying out as long as they are, especially the 1 and the 20. Because it doesn't seem like he stayed out that much longer than he did on the previous run.
Yeah, it definitely seems like he should have pitted a couple laps earlier, but that's his strategy. He's trying to do a different strategy than Brandnator, but I think Brandnator has probably the winning strategy at the end of this race, but we'll see.
I feel... Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Keep going. Oh, you're fine. It looks like right now, it seems like the 11 is trying the opposite strategy, where he's trying to thwart the 43's advantage by staying out longer than the 43 can and trying to make it to where he can close that much quicker on the next run.
It's definitely looking like these guys are... It's taking them longer to do the next pit stop, so while they're staying out more, Brandnator's getting more and more time on them, and I feel like he's the one that could, like I said, walk away with this win because he's doing the right strategy and nobody else is following him.
Exactly. My thing too is, as well, what is worrisome is I don't know if he pitted too early this time though, because it seems like these guys are doing so many more laps than he did.
Yeah, they're definitely staying out a lot longer. Up, I was about to say the 16 looked like he was about to pit, but he still continues to stay out. That would have been a lot smarter for him to pit now. I don't know why these guys are staying out so long. Brandnator's... You're good.
You're good. You just take it away.
But the 1 is pitting with him. The 1 is pitting with him. The 1 is trying to undercut the other guys. I mean, the 16. So we'll see what he can do. But the 1 is pitting with the 11.
The 1 is pitting with the 11, but however, critically, the 20 car and the 16 both stayed out. I'm interested to see where they line up if they pit this time or next time.
I'm watching the 16, and he is coming in now. The 16 is pitting
now. The 20 is pitting as well, it looks like. The 20 and 16 pit. The 11 car is exiting the pits now. He hasn't crossed the commitment line yet, but he is exiting now. Where is the 43? The 11 car is just now entering the backstretch on the exit of 2.
No, AJ pitted at the exact same time as them, so that is a lap car in front of them.
Yeah, no you're fine. Wow, the 1 car lost a lot of time again in pit stops. This is shocking how much time he's losing in the pits. He did gain, however, on the 20, but he lost a lot of ground, it looked like, to the 11. The 16 car is just now leaving. I wonder if he sped on pit road, because he was on pit road for a long time.
Yeah, this is looking like a battle between the 11 and the 43 now, pretty much, with the 11 with the 11 being a faster car on the longer runs, but the 43 is doing the pit stops right, so it could come down to them too, starting to look like more and more.
I think it's going to depend more what happens after the last pit stop. How much of a gap will that 43 have on the 11, and will the 11 have enough time to actually close the gap?
The 11
and it looks like my bad. It looks like the 16 did in fact speed because the 1 car is in 3rd place, which means the 11 car is also at a disadvantage as well because he has no one to actually work with that's on the lead lap.
Yeah, that's good. That's a heartbreaker for the 16. I know because this is the only race he's running, including the one. These two are just racing this, so they want to win this badly.
Right now, I feel like, especially with the 16 speeding on pit road, that the advantage has to be the 43 because the 11 is at a massive disadvantage, especially with him coming out behind the lap car. It seems like the 11 has the better car, but I don't think he's going to have the laps on the next run after these next pit stops to close on the 43 because the 43, every time they pit, has a bigger and bigger gap.
Yeah, and as you can see, he's starting to get in his groove again, and he's starting to pull in on the 43, but does he have, every single time the 43 pits, does he get, like, the gap, is that going to be too big for him, or at the end of this race, or is Brandon Nader's idea of pitting like this, is it going to haunt him at the end of this race?
The only way it will haunt him, I feel, is if we get a late caution. Right now, he's sitting in the catbird seat. My only thought is, will the 11 try to outsmart the 43 and short pit himself? Or will he pit the same lap as the 43 to negate the 43's advantage? Because I feel like if he doesn't, I feel like the 43 is playing a strategy card perfectly here. Because you got one more pit stop left, and as long as he left himself the ability to pit when he needs to make it to the end, he should have this race in the bag, because the 11 car won't be able to create a big enough gap to thwart the 43 short pit if he doesn't pit with the 43. This might be a caution, as it looks like the 14 car ran out of fuel and is trying to make it all the way to pit road. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it or not.
Oh, yeah, you're good. I'm keeping an eye on him, and yeah, he is really slow. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it. He's creeping, but it looks like he's...
it looks like he will be able to make it, actually. It looks like we will be good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's actually left the race. I wonder if he lagged out or if he left after he wrecked. But that is an interesting development as Ace Strikes did lead the race.
Yeah, as you saw when I got to the camera view, the 00 was spun out, but I hope his car was good enough where he can make it to the support the True 600. But yeah, between the 43 and that was the pass right there. The 11 just passed the 43. The 43 still with him though. Go back to Dale.
Yeah, it looks like Brandon, I think, played it smart there. Seeing that the 11 car was going to get by, I think he lets him go here, which is a smart play to kind of stick with the 11 and not use up more of his tires as we go to Hughes. Exactly. It looks like to me, because of the 16 speeding and the one car constantly losing time to the leaders on pit stop strategy, it seems to me that it's going to be a battle for the race win between the 43 and as the 43 looks like he's pitting actually this lap.
Wow. That is early for the 43. That is extremely early. But
I wonder how many laps we are in this race. It looks like we're fairly close to the end here, I would assume, correct? I'm going to keep it on the 43 as soon as we see that the 11 car is pitting. I'm going to turn to the 43 to let you guys know where he is at in correlation to the 11.
Yeah, as you've seen, the 43 and 11 are pretty much trying to one-up each other with these strategies. So if the 43 can stay as fast as he's been, he's gonna have a really big lead when it comes out of his pits. Once 11 pits.
And as we're talking right now, the 43 has just now started exiting pit lane, and it looks like the 11 car did lap him as expected when you make a pit stop.
Very, very interesting development here during this race. We're still trying to figure out how many laps are exactly left, but I do feel like this is the last pit stop of the race. So for Brandon, I hope he didn't pit too early for the last pit stop. That's where it could hurt him.
Yeah, I really hope he didn't pit too early, but I would assume since he has been short pitting that he would know how many laps are left and how long he can go on fuel to make it to the end, you would assume. Exactly. He keeps getting closer and closer every single time. It seems like whatever the 11 does, the 43 just keeps extending his gap on him.
Yeah, and as very hairy. He goes in the grass, let the 11 by. Okay, he's good. That was a little too close there.
That was a little too close to cover for the 11, but the 53 did do the smart thing and let the 11 car go here to not thwart him too much. I'm just curious to see when, in fact, the 11 car is going to pit. It just seems like to me he's just staying out so long again compared to the 43 that I just don't know if he has the time.
Oh yeah, I feel like if the 11 doesn't pit soon, and I mean like in the next 5 laps, I do feel like the 11 is going to be in a bad situation.
Well, I think last pit stop, he did pit about 4 to 5 laps after the 43, and he still got by him right as there's about 4 laps before the 43 pitted. So I'm just trying to think if the 11 is playing into that card as well, seeing how quickly he caught him.
Yeah,
I would imagine since the 20 is a Toyota that he would work against the 43 here as much as possible. Sorry about that, Kyle. Go right ahead.
Yeah, you're good. What I was about to say is, as I'm keeping an eye on 11, you could tell that the 11 is taking his time. He's still not using his tires as much, trying to preserve them so he can pit at the right time and try to get this win today.
Wow, as unexpectedly as you possibly can, the 20 basically let the 43 by as easily as can be here. It seems to me that instead of working with his teammate in the 11, it seems like he's allowing the 43 to basically close more, even faster on the 11.
Yeah, that...
Yeah, the one car even pit.
Yep, that was what I was about to say. Big development. The one car just pitted, so he's on the strategy pretty much with Branator. It's...
I'm watching the 43. He is crossing the start-finish line right now, heading into turn 1. This is going to be big to see where he's going to come out in correlation to that 11 car.
Yeah.
The 43 is about to cross the start-finish line right now as the 11 car is already exiting the pits. This is huge. The 43 lost time actually to the 11 car. This has been a massive correlation here. It did not work this time in comparison to the last pit stop.
That could have been the finish of the race right there. The 11 just got out right before the 43. It also, you have to think, did the 11 take 2 tires, or did 11 actually take a little bit less fuel to get out before him? There's a lot of strategy that we don't see.
Did we count the seconds that the 11 car was in his box? If it was shorter than 15, I 100% agree that he definitely took 2 tires here. Oh! Contact the 19 spins!
Wow, Kriggy got right in front of the 43. I think he was trying to slow down.
It looked like the 19 was trying to pit, and he didn't really let the 43 be aware that he was pitting, and it cost the 43 a massive chunk of time here.
Wow. Wow, that's That is very
Yeah, it
late.
looks like the 19 was definitely pitting as he's on pit road right now. So I feel like he was trying to cross the pit lane, but the 43 running the low side of the track, trying to gain on the 11, didn't know this and just ends up running to the back of him.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the 53 really wants to put on a show because he knows that if he can race with these guys well, he'll be in to support the Troop 600 on the 21st.
Yeah, I feel like right now the two best drivers are 1-2 as of right now, and that's the 11 and the 43. It sucks if you're the 16, as it seemed like he had a good car as well, but it looked like he got caught speeding and just was not able to recover because there was just no cautions to fall.
Yeah, it sucks.
53 in the grass! Oh, he comes up after the 43, so it looks like we'll be okay with the top two as of right now. But that, I don't know how he exited the grass. Does anybody know?
Nah.
Okay, good to know. He just got loose and entered the grass. Good thing he kept everything calm, everything steady, and we had no cautions. It seems to me that he's not really able to. He hasn't really had the car all day, and it seems to me that the 11 is just gradually pulling away the gap. The 43, however, isn't really losing pace to the 11, so it does make you think that maybe the 11 did in fact take two tires here.
It's still anybody's race, though. Like I said, if anybody wrecks, and it has happened where their caution gets thrown out with 5 laps to go, and then they have a green-white checker. If that actually happens here, which it might not, but you never know, that could change the race entirely again.
Well, it seems to me, though, that we just have too many people too spaced out to really have a caution right now. You would need at least 2 cars to be able to close up to each other, and I just haven't seen that yet to really say that there will be a caution late. Exactly. I have to believe, and unless I'm wrong, like there's no way the 11 car should have exited in front of the 43 unless he took 2 tires. That's it. If the 43 sped, he'd be further back, I would assume.
Yeah, it's hard to see when, unfortunately, when you don't have the drivers broadcasting for this because they know this is not the bigger race, but you could definitely tell by how he came out that he got either a good pit stop or even like you guys said, he took 2 tires. But the only way we will find out is during when we interview these guys after this race.
Exactly. It looks like it's shaping to be an exciting finish if the 43 can continue closing. He's ever so slightly every lap gaining about a 1/10 on the 11 car. And the biggest winner, coming like a freight train, is the one. He is closing ever. This is the closest he's been since he was in that 5-car group earlier in the race. Exactly. Does he have enough laps, however, to close on both of them?
He's still pretty much a backstretch apart from him in the lead car, the 11. But with the 24 he's catching up to now, if he could pass him smooth, which he is, he could still get this. Like, he's not that far.
Exactly, especially if he can close up to the 43, and if he can also work with the 43, this could be a three-way fight for the win late.
Yeah, still anybody's race.
It's not necessarily anybody's race, but I do think it's right now, unless there's a caution, a race between the 11, 43, and the 1. Oh, wait!
Or is that the end of the race?
The 43 spun yet again. That's definitely not the end of the race.
Wow. No,
There's a massive incident that caused the yellow. Oh, was he in a race?
Yeah, that's...
Eliza Fisher with the fantastic win. The 43 finishing second. The 1 car closing late just did not have the laps to gain on both of them, sadly. It was a fantastic race.
Big time. Let's get these guys right now. Give me a second, guys, while I get these drivers here for the post-race. And I'm back, guys. So what we're going to do, we're waiting for these guys to jump in, and we'll do some, there's Forsyth. Congrats on your win, Forsyth. Give us a second. We're just bringing the top 3 in here for a second.
Okay, thank you.
We're also waiting on our third commentator to come back as well.
If you want to start the interviews, go right ahead, Croc, while he's doing what he needs to do.
Okay, Forsyth, or Eliza Fisher, as you'd probably like to be called here. Congrats on the win, my guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. We were curious. On that last pit stop, when you got out ahead of the 43, did you in fact take 2 tires or did you take 4?
I actually did take 2 tires there. That's kind of why I had that problem on the apron there and slid up a little bit. It got a little loose on me and went up above the apron there, so that's why that happened there. But yeah, we did take 2 tires.
Exactly. I thought you did because it looked like, and I will credit Brendan here, it looked like he was playing the perfect strategy, and then all of a sudden you just came out in front of him, and that was basically the winning move right there, that pit for 2 tires. That was a fantastic call by you there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Brendan, congrats on the 2nd place as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. It looked like you were playing the perfect strategy. Every pit stop you took, you were short pitting the field and is getting a bigger and bigger gap. That was very impressive.
Yeah, I've seen it multiple times. It's if I split it into 25 lap segments, that's going to get me the fastest times. That's what I did. I thought we had Falcon there, but he took 2 tires. That was a good call. And then Krigi kind of slowed us up there. He was being slow in front of me. He's been racing for a while, so I thought he would know better, but that's just how it goes.
Exactly. And then Ruger, congrats on the 3rd place. I mean, I gotta say that was a good comeback there late. It looked like if you had more laps, you could have closed on the top 2. But I was curious to see why did you end up losing so much time? Did you speed on pit road at one point, or did you just have a bad pit stop?
Very, very bad pit stop. 16.4, everybody else had sub-16s. So I lost about a half a second to a second on pit
Exactly.
road.
That has to be a heartbreaker. And Brendan played it smart there, as I saw him in that big group with when you guys were all together. He just straight up just don't. I didn't know if it was like his actual strategy or if he just wanted to get out of the way of everybody else and just try to do his own thing for a little bit and try to gain time. But as Brendan stated, it was his actual strategy all along, which was perfect strategy.
Yeah, that was a close call when he dove on the pit road. I thought all four of us were gonna wreck.
Oh yeah, that was very close call, but as expected, I will take it over to Hughes. But it looked like everybody played a fairly clean race out of you guys up front for the most part.
Just trying to maximize every lap that you can. You know, just short pitting that last stop really paid dividends. I caught the front two pretty quick. I just wish I had a few more laps.
Does it make you think that if you had short pitted on one of the earlier stops, that it could have helped you to stick right with the top two earlier in the race?
It's kind of one of those situations. Darn if you do, darn if you don't.
Yeah. Again, though, that was a fantastic play from the 11 car. Congrats again on the win. It seemed like early in the race, Ruger would probably be attested to this. It seemed like you guys were battling very heavily. It just makes me think like how you guys would have done if you guys were able to stick together more. That was a very exciting first run with you guys all together, and then everything got really spaced out really quickly.
Yeah, we were honestly. I felt like I had to kind of protect the lead a little bit. I didn't really want to let too many people by. Don't really know who we're racing with, but tried to be as clean, aggressive as we could there. And I don't know how we broke the draft, but once we did that, I felt pretty confident with us at that point there. So. But it was great racing when we were around people the whole time. So. I wasn't really. I mean, it was in my mind there. I thought about it a couple times. I was more worried about trying to just make sure that our pits were when I wanted to get them in, and the strategy going in. As soon as I saw the fuel on lap one, I was like, hey, just run it out as dry as we can, and then probably just take 2 tires at the end, and that's how it worked out. So, I just kind of stuck to the game plan at that point and hoped for the best, and it turned out good for us. So. Yeah, no problem.
Oh yeah, I feel like I would have had him. I was gaining a little bit. I think over that maybe 10, 12 lap run, I gained a second. So I think I was faster, and even overall speed, I think he was maybe a little bit faster. He was really fast, and for this being the first time me racing against him, is really impressive. So good job to him. I think strategy-wise, if I didn't have that thing with the 19, maybe could have got him. But I haven't been on the game since around October. So for me to be this good as I am, or as I did today, I'm pretty happy with it. Thank you.
And
Kyle, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I'll say this: you guys put one hell of a show on, and do you guys have any comments for the 21st? What do you guys think? All three of you guys, what do you guys think will happen for you? What do you want to happen during that race for yourself to see how you do?
I'm excited.
That's what I like to hear.
I think between us three, I think it'll be a good race, and even the guys that didn't race, I know Jaw, KD, Slade. I know Slade is going to be sweating. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think, without the drama and a couple laps with the guys in the back, we could probably have a few more cars up there. That would be great.
Yeah, there's, as of right now, and as of today, for the Support the Troops 600, we had 25 drivers. That's as of now, but there could be more coming. We are not sure who else is being part of this race, but you guys put on one hell of a show, and congratulations to Falcon, and you guys did well. We were having fun watching you guys race.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yep, and watching this race, it does bode well for the type of product that should be expected, at least from the front of the field for the actual race, as the racing you guys put on is exactly what we would anticipate to have happen in the Sport the Tube 600. So you guys definitely did well today, and you guys definitely put on a great show up towards the front.
But that was your Support the Troop 600. I mean, Support your Troop 600 showcase. Guys, again, thank you for watching, everybody that came out. I want to thank Croc, and I want to thank Hughes, two drivers that are going to be there that are racing in the Support the 600. So, guys, thank you again for being a part of this. We'll see you next time.
I am also looking for that race. It being, I think my second attempt at the Support the Troops 600. Credit me if I'm wrong, but it's going to be very exciting to see how I personally perform and how well everybody just acts. I'm anticipating it to be a fantastic race because everybody in this entire field is stacked beyond belief, and then you have new guys joining that are also very quick, and then you have at least the top three from this race also showing that they're quick as well. So it looks like we're going to have a chance to win from literally first to last off the drop of the green flag. Everybody is going to be competitive from the let-go here. So it looks like it's going to be a very good race.
Yep. See you guys on the 21st. Have a good night.
Have a good night.